dreams of your perfect home are within reach. Follow your unique path to home ownership with the comforts you always envisioned. A space where every corner reflects your style and every room is filled with your memories. Whether you're buying land or your first house, building or remodeling your home, Nexa's Home Your Way loan is designed to fit your needs with flexible rates, friendly terms, and the support of a community that cares. Home Your Way. Your home, your dreams, your way. Start with Nexa. Call 440-1354. Visit nexacreditunion.com or email loans@nexacreditunion.com.
Nexa Credit Union, with you wherever your road leads.
From the Grenadian capital, this is the GBN Television News. GBN covering you from the Grenadine Island chain to Brooklyn, New York, via the World Wide Web on www.gbn.gd. The news headlines comes to you compliments Nexa Credit Union, with you wherever your road leads.
This is Network News for Thursday, May 8, 2025. In the headlines, forecaster says no need to panic despite job cuts in the U.S. National Weather Service ahead of the 2025 Atlantic hurricane season. Prime Minister Deacon Mitchell welcomes Trinidad and Tobago's interest in hydrocarbon cooperation with Grenada. The Fiscal Resilience Oversight Committee recommends the imposition of penalties on state-owned enterprises that fail to submit audited accounts. Also in the news regionally, Antigua and Barbuda, China relations, no threat to the U.S. Internationally, new Pope Robert Prevost to be known as Pope Leo XIV. Plus in the sports news, Carriacou and SAS come away victorious in schools cricket, while Windward Islands Infernos wrap up preliminary stage of Breakout League with 37-run victory over Leeward Islands Thunder. We'll bring you the details right after this.
The first segment of the news comes to you compliments Soft Weave Bathroom Tissue.
Have you heard about the new Soft Weave bathroom tissue with total hygiene? As hygiene and safety have taken center stage, our bathroom tissue is now manufactured with 3 different technologies to offer the best protection for you and your family. UVC light technology for a safe and effective disinfection process, eliminating 99.9% of microorganisms. Also, production at high temperatures, killing all types of germs and bacteria. And it's pH controlled with delicate fibers to prevent irritation for even sensitive skin. Soft Weave Total Hygiene Bathroom Tissue. Available in supermarkets and shops island-wide. Visit Soft Weave Caribbean Facebook or Instagram pages for more information.
From GBN, I'm Kenroy Baptiste. Officials at the Met Office at Maurice Bishop International Airport say there's no need to be alarmed despite recent job cuts at the U.S. National Weather Service, which provides forecasts and other services for Grenada. GBN's Christina John spoke with forecaster Gerard Tamer about what can be expected regarding job cuts in the U.S. National Weather Service and the 2025 Atlantic hurricane season.
The National Weather Service, the NWS, under the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration, the NOAA, plays a pivotal role in global weather information sharing. Through its international collaborations, the NWS supports various countries and regions, including Grenada, by providing weather forecasts, climate outlooks, and, in some instances, training programs. With the recent job cuts executed by the U.S. Department of Government Efficiency, DOGE, approximately 880 employees were terminated from the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration, the NOAA, including weather forecasters, in February 2025. These cuts, part of a broader effort to reduce federal spending, affected around 7% of NOAA's 12,000 staff. With just about 3 weeks to go before the official start of the Atlantic hurricane season, and given Grenada's Met Service's reliance on information regarding weather systems, GBN sought to get an understanding on whether this is likely to impact us in any way. Gerard Tamer, manager of meteorology at the Grenada Airports Authority, said although it is a wait-and-see approach at this time, there is no need for persons to be alarmed.
We are not sure if the type of services would change or if we would be still allowed access to the information, and that's the important thing. I don't think that the services would change because we have to remember that the United States is our neighbors, and generally what affects us, especially with tropical cyclone developments, normally affects them. So I think they wouldn't want to be shooting themselves in the foot. The question is whether or not we may have the sort of access we have now to those products. And that is where the challenge lies.
Tamer said at the Met Office they are going ahead as normal, as all of the products they have had last year are still available to them. However, they are monitoring the developments closely and putting measures in place to cushion the potential fallout or change in the service regime they've grown accustomed to.
We can get some products from the Canadian Met Service and some of the European Met Services. Okay, but I don't want us to alarm the public or send a message of the fear to the public that we might not get information, so we wouldn't know when storms are coming and so forth. Okay, we are just mindful of the fact that the new American administration have instituted changes within their system, okay? And we are looking very closely, monitoring it very closely to see how those changes would affect us in terms of the products that we normally receive.
Tamer spoke about the potential development of a weather system sometime during this month. However, he notes that this is not something new. He explained that as the hurricane season approaches, they have made some adjustments at the Met Services to improve their efficiency and effectiveness.
Immediately after the passage of Beryl, a week after Beryl, we sat down and reevaluated our performance. Okay? And we came up with a number of in-house measures where we thought that, we could have improved our services. And the focus is for, again, an above average seasons. So we are looking for it and hoping for the best. The focus this far is 17 named storms. 9 of which are expected to develop into hurricanes, 4 of them into major hurricanes. Okay? So 17 and 9, 4. Now the average is 14 storms, 7 hurricanes, 3 major hurricanes.
Christina John, GBN News.
Prime Minister Deacon Mitchell has welcomed Trinidad and Tobago's interest in hydrocarbon cooperation with Grenada. Details in this Beverly Telesford report.
Prime Minister Deacon Mitchell warmly welcomes the initiative by the newly elected Prime Minister of Trinidad and Tobago, Kamla Persad-Bissessar, to deepen and strengthen cooperation between the two countries in hydrocarbon exploration and development. In an official response issued to the Grenada Broadcasting Network on Thursday, Prime Minister Mitchell stated, quote, "Given Trinidad's long history and reputation as one of the world's oldest oil-producing nations and the strong cultural and economic ties between our two countries, we have always been of the view that Grenada stands to benefit from cooperation with Trinidad in this field. We also recognize that in the present international economic environment, Trinidad too stands to benefit from cooperation with Grenada in this field." End quote. His response follows an announcement on Saturday by Persad-Bissessar, who revealed plans to dispatch newly appointed Energy Minister Dr. Rudal Amunilal to Grenada to explore opportunities for energy
But I have a
cooperation.
surprise for you. I intend to send my Minister of Energy to Grenada because I'm being told that Grenada offshore has more gas and oil than the Dragon Field. So shall we explore that?
On Tuesday, an update from The Guardian in Trinidad and Tobago said Dr. Munilal is waiting to receive the relevant historic documentation before initiating a discussion with the Grenada government to move the idea forward. According to the report, Dr. Munilal was expected to meet with the chief executive officers from Trinidad's state energy sector on Wednesday, and based on the findings reported in the meeting, his ministry will then make direct contact with counterparts at the Ministries of Energy or Mineral Resources in Grenada, Guyana, and Suriname. The Energy Chamber of Trinidad and Tobago has highlighted that natural gas was discovered in 2017 in the Nutmeg Well, located in waters between Trinidad and Grenada. However, it noted that little information has been released about the find since then. Further, the chamber emphasized that if developed, the field could present significant economic benefits for Trinidad and Tobago. Meanwhile, former Energy Minister of Trinidad, Stuart Young, has cautioned the government against entering into new gas agreements with regional countries, including Grenada. Reporting for GBN News, Beverly Telesford.
All right, we have an update in the case of Ghanaian national Lillian Bonsu, who has been charged with money laundering and linked to the regional collapse of the Creators Alliance investment scheme. After spending nearly 1 month on remand at His Majesty's prisons, the 30-year-old was granted bail on Thursday by Chief Magistrate Francine Foster during a hearing at the St. George's No. 1 Magistrates Court. Bonsu was apprehended at the Maurice Bishop International Airport on April 11 while attempting to leave the country. She has been in custody since, awaiting a formal bail hearing. The court approved bail in the sum of $15,000 with one surety, but with strict conditions. Bonsu must surrender all travel documents, reside at a fixed address in Gulf Coast, St. George, and seek permission from the court before leaving the state. She's also required to report to the police every weekday between 6 a.m. and 6 p.m. The prosecution, which indicated it is not yet ready to proceed to trial, raised no objections to bail under the terms. A lengthy courtroom exchange followed defense attorney Ali Gill's request for the return of Bonsu's laptop and cell phone, devices seized during her arrest. However, the court ruled that investigators would retain both items for the ongoing investigation. Lillian Bonsu is due back in court on June 30. Her case continues to draw regional attention as authorities allege she played a central role in the collapse of Creators Alliance, a failed investment scheme that has affected investors across multiple Caribbean territories. All right. Meanwhile, in unrelated news, Nigerian authorities are set to initiate legal proceedings against Gerald Lebechi, a Lagos-based businessman, and his company Monarch & Co. International Limited over an alleged $236,400 fraud involving a Grenadian travel document scheme. The trial is scheduled to commence on June 24, 2025 at the Federal High Court in Lagos, Nigeria. According to court documents, the Inspector General of Police in Nigeria has filed a 21-count amended charge against Lebechi, accusing him of conspiracy and obtaining money under false pretenses. The charges stem from a petition filed on January 13, 2025 by attorney E.C.O. Okiti of Columbus, Okaro & Co., representing Venatus Onwuhalu. The complaint alleges that in August 2021, Lebechi fraudulently collected $236,400 from Onwuhalu, claiming the sum was for the processing of Grenadian visas and other travel documents for Onwuhalu and his family. Despite the payment, the promised documents were never delivered and no refund was issued. Further investigations revealed that when Onwuhalu demanded a refund, Lebechi issued 15 checks, each valued at 10 million naira, totaling 150 million naira. However, all the checks could not be cashed due to insufficient funds. Following a police investigation, the initial charges were filed on March 14, 2025, and later amended on April 7. Coming up in network news, legislation to decriminalize cannabis for religious and recreational purposes in its final stages before being presented to Parliament for approval. We'll be right back.
Are you looking to further your education but need financial support? Arise Credit Union is here to help. With our educational loan, you can pursue your dreams. Whether you're working and studying, taking professional online courses, or engaging in full-time education, we've got you covered. Our flexible repayment options and competitive interest rates provide the right support for you on this journey. Visit Arise Credit Union. Apply today, take control today, and own your own education.
Wow, girl, some cool air finally.
I know, right? I just installed the air conditioning. I'm glad you're here. Look at my Grenlec bill from this month. Tell me what's different.
Well, the bill analysis is showing that the number of units you used went down each month. Congrats on that.
But look at the total charges line. It's like I'm paying more for less.
Pay special attention to the fuel charge and adjustment. As you can see, the fuel cost was higher during those months.
So when Grenlec has to pay more for fuel, I get the charges?
Well, yes. I mean, when your suppliers charge more for the flowers and fruits out of season, don't you have to charge your clients more too?
Well, that is true.
But look at the last couple of bills. The fuel charge dropped and the adjustment was a credit. So you actually paid less per kilowatt hour or unit.
And I was really happy about that too. I get it. No matter what the fuel charge and fuel adjustment charge are, once I am managing my usage, I'm on the right path.
Have you ever wondered how you can benefit from the Grenada Citizenship by Investment Program? Then I'm a Grenada invites you to its public forum on May 13th at 5:30 p.m. at the Grenada Trade Center. Regulations have changed to create more space for local participation, for local developers and those who want to become local developers to tap into new opportunities. Hear from top experts from the CBI Committee, IMA Grenada, and GIDC. This is your opportunity to learn the process, ask your questions, and learn how to be involved. So don't miss this chance. Remember, Grenada Trade Center at 5:30 p.m. on May 13th. See you there.
Need to install or repair your plumbing? We've got you covered. Whether you're setting up a new washing machine, replacing a leaking faucet, or fixing that pesky dripping pipe, the Plumbing Supply Store is your go-to place in Grenada. We offer a wide range of plumbing products to make both new installations and maintenance a breeze. Our shelves are stocked with top quality products including pressure and waste fittings. And if you've been struggling with blocked drains, have you heard of Melt? This powerful drain unblocker liquid is a game changer, designed to prevent and clear blockages, making it ideal for hairdressers dealing with clogged wash sinks. We also carry a wide selection of repair kits and replacement parts to bring new life to old plumbing fixtures. Visit us today on the Woodlands Main Road or call 444-1377 for expert advice, top-notch products, and a warm welcome. At the Supply Store, we do everything plumbing.
No, girl, that was yesterday. I can't believe all this said that. She didn't.
Mom, can you help me, please? I'm having some trouble understanding.
No, you serious?
Mom, can you help me, please?
So you all sit down and say that? Okay then, bye. Here! Are you ready?
Yes.
Let's ensure that you're well prepared for this exam.
Parents, you have a crucial role to play in helping to prepare your children for the CPEA exams. Help them or seek additional help so that they can revise the concepts they learn at school and give them a better chance to be successful and move on to the next phase of their lives. A message from the National Parenting Program, Ministry of Social and Community Development, Housing and Gender Affairs.
Home is easy, easy with Republic Bank.
Are you dreaming of owning your own home? With Republic Bank's Home Easy Loan, you're one step closer to making that dream a reality. With competitive rates, reduced fees, and up to 100% financing, Republic Bank makes owning your home simple and stress-free. Start your journey to independence, empowerment, and the joy of home ownership today.
Republic Bank, we're bringing home to you. Home easy. It's not just a mortgage, it's peace of mind.
Terms and conditions apply.
Republic Bank, we're the one for you.
How many times do I have to tell you I'm committed to us?
She made me feel some measure of warmth, maybe even passion.
If I decide to do this, I'll be doing it for you, no one else.
Labukan presents Rivals, playing at Labukan Creative Center, GCNA Complex, all weekends in May, Saturdays 8 p.m., Sundays 6 p.m., and Deluxe Cinema Grenville, Saturday, June 7, 8 p.m. Tickets from Grenadian Optical, Labukan, St. Andrew's Pharmacy, and Go to Fit at $75. Sponsors Bryden and Miners Limited, Knights Auto, Sandals, GBN, Republic Bank, Thrios Auto, Co-op Bank, and Huggins. It's Rivals by Francis Urias Peters. Don't you miss it.
You better come back, boy. You better come back.
Grenada, the time has come. It's the big showdown in the first ever Classic Lighted and the Communal Credit Union Invitational 2025. Come witness the Royal Grenada Police Force and His Majesty's prison officers take on the nation's busmen and women in an epic 4x1 relay. Then it's Flo versus DG Sal. And don't miss out, Nawasa, who will be flooding Grenlec in the ultimate relay. All this and more, May 17th and 18th. At the Kirani James Athletic Stadium. Adults $30, children $15. Season passes are available. It's a showdown like no other. Be there.
Oh, it happens to all of us. Low on cash and in need of money right away. Play Instacash Monday to Sunday and there are no draws.
So what you saying? No numbers to choose from?
Nope.
And no draw sessions to wait on?
Nope. And we can play it anytime and any day. Yep. Including Sundays. Instacash. Ask for it by name and choose from a wide variety of games as low as $2 and win instantly. It is fast, it is easy to play, and you win cash right away. Must be 18 years or older to play. NLA, making your dreams come true.
GBN leads, the others follow. This segment is brought to you by Republic Bank.
Building or renovating your home or business? Why not use clean, renewable energy? Install solar panels to power your home and office and see your energy costs go down and your savings go up. Using renewable solar-powered energy protects our environment, reduces our carbon footprint, and slows the devastating impact of climate change. Republic Bank can help to finance construction and renovations that make use of renewable energy. Visit any Republic Bank branch and ask about renewable energy financing options today.
Republic Bank, we're the one for you.
Rebecca Television Center members of the Fiscal Resilience Oversight Committee, FROC, are recommending that the government should consider establishing a framework that would facilitate the imposition of penalties on statutory bodies for failure to submit their audited accounts to the Minister for onward submission to Parliament. In its 2024 report, which was submitted to House Speaker Leo Cato in April and which was the topic of discussion during a news conference yesterday, Laurel Bain, chair of the committee, explained that these bodies are not complying with the clause of the law that established their operations.
FROC recognize that statutory bodies, state-owned enterprises, have legislation which governs their operation, and they will be guided by these legislation. And hence the FROC did not directly indicate the imposition, but the establishment of a framework. A consideration be given to the establishment of the framework. So we left this now for the authorities, the statutory bodies, to consider the framework for the imposition of penalty, because we are quite aware that they are governed by legislation, independent legislation, and hence we cannot directly make a recommendation, and hence the framework.
Currently, there are more than 30 statutory bodies, and only a few of them have complied with the clause mandating submission of their annual report to Parliament. In most instances, the legislation mandates that these reports be laid in the House of Representatives by the Minister, under whose portfolio statutory bodies fall. Statutory bodies include Grenada Development Bank, Spice Mass Corporation, Housing Authority of Grenada, National Lotteries Authority, Grenada National Stadium Authority, Child Protection Authority, National Water and Sewage Authority, Grenada Ports Authority, Grenada Airports Authority, and Grenada Tourism Authority. In other news, the legislation that will decriminalize cannabis for religious and recreational purposes is currently before the Ministry of Legal Affairs, going through its final stages before being presented to Parliament for approval. Agriculture Minister Lennox Andrews gave the assurance in February that before the end of June or the second half of 2025, the government will bring a bill to Parliament that will decriminalize cannabis for religious and recreational purposes. He gave an update during a news conference on May 7.
The draft bill is presently being prepared by the Ministry of Legal Affairs, and once that bill is prepared, then discussion would follow, and then it will be taken to the Parliament for discussion.
It is understood that the bill will be similar to the one the former New National Party administration laid in the House of Representatives in 2021. That bill was an amendment to the Drug Abuse Prevention and Control Act. The amendment, as proposed in 2021, allowed for the use of cannabis by Rastafarians in places of worship and allowed individuals who had attained the age of 18 to produce, supply, or offer to supply a small amount of cannabis. It further allowed for anyone over the age of 18 to have no more than 28 grams in his or her possession for personal use. The story to report: Grenada lights the torch for Disability Awareness Month, amplifying voices, celebrating leadership, and shaping a future where everyone belongs. Tony Julian has this report.
May is internationally recognized as Disability Awareness Month, and once again, Grenada is joining the global community in celebrating the achievements, resilience, and rights of those with disabilities. This year's theme, amplifying the leadership of persons with disabilities in an inclusive and sustainable future, underscores the vital role persons with disabilities play in shaping society. In her address to officially declare the month open, Dame Cécile Lagrenade, the Governor-General of Grenada, emphasized the importance of this year's theme.
This year's theme urges us all to enhance the leadership opportunities afforded to persons with disabilities in our community, who, through their courage, determination, and proven success, have clearly demonstrated that a disability is not an inability.
The Governor-General also highlighted that many Grenadians living with disabilities are already leading the way in their communities, thereby contributing meaningfully in education, advocacy, entrepreneurship, and public service.
By commending the pioneering work in many areas done by Mr. Ray Roberts, who himself has a disability. As a public officer working at GIS, Mr. Roberts performed his duties with distinction. He was a sportsman, an avid table tennis player, and sports commentator and writer. Another champion, defender, and advocate for individuals with disabilities is Mr. Herman Peters, fondly known as Mello. Mr. Peters, who lost his leg playing football, is the owner of Golden Cross Bakery in the Limes in Grandance, a thriving business that has been in existence for several years. Mr. Roger Charles, a shoemaker in Grandance who lost his hand. Jason Campbell, an artist with physical disabilities. Christopher King, a gym instructor who lost his hand, and Kimani Latouche, who has a physical disability and is a certified electrician. Rena Pear Thomas, employed at Grenada Broadcasting Network, is a passionate and dedicated journalist. She was born with a congenital left-hand anomaly, but has not allowed that to deter her ambitions. Instead, she has devoted her life to breaking barriers and creating opportunities for persons with disabilities.
The Governor-General further called on citizens to play their part by supporting the Grenada National Council of the Disabled through volunteering, partnerships, or simple acts of kindness to build a society that leaves no one behind.
Therefore, encourage all citizens to consider lending a helping hand to the Council, be it with its activities or its office work. Volunteering is a profoundly rewarding experience that allows us to not only make a difference in the lives of others, but also to make meaningful and lifelong connections.
Disability Awareness Month continues throughout the month of May with a calendar of events aimed at education, empowerment, and inclusion. The call to action is clear: support, celebrate, and stand with persons with disabilities for a stronger, more inclusive Grenada. Tony Julian, GBN News.
Now, members of the volunteer groups Smiles Grenada, Carriacou and Petit Martinique, Smiles GCP, came in for high commendation for the outstanding humanitarian service to the people of Grenada, especially the residents of River Sally. Health Minister Philip Telesford, along with Chief Dental Surgeon Dr. Festina Hamlet, visited the River Sally Community Center in St. Patrick on Tuesday to meet with and express gratitude to members of the volunteer group. He praised the group's ongoing efforts, noting the vital role Smiles GCP plays in improving public health across the nation. The minister said the dedication and hard work of Smiles GCP are invaluable to the communities they serve, as their efforts not only enhance the quality of life for citizens, but also foster a spirit of unity and care that is essential to national well-being. Commending the team for its continued commitment to delivering essential dental and health services, Dr. Hamlet said Smiles GCP's contribution are a powerful example of volunteerism and community engagement in action. Smiles GCP's annual mission focuses on oral health and dental care. The team, who has been serving Grenada since 2018, seems like a long time though, mind you, provides dental fillings, cleanings, extractions, and oral health education. In addition, the initiative offers blood pressure and blood sugar checks, massages, and wellness education. This year's mission, which began on Monday, concluded today at River Sally Community Center. Smiles GCP is a Canada-based non-profit organization founded by Chairwoman Vanessa Felix and directed by Grenadian dentist Dr. Sheridan Cyrus. For real, it seems like a very long time they've been serving Grenada, but of course they've been doing their extraordinary work since 2018. We'll be right back.
Heritage Theatre presents Breaking Out, the Grenada Love Story, featuring Robert White and Lisa Grappi, written and directed by Chris DeRiggs.
But I still love you, Richie.
You love me and you're hard in me. 4 big performances, Saturday 24th and Sunday 25th May at the Grenada Trade Center, Saturday 31st May and Sunday 1st June at Deluxe Cinema in Grenville. Showtime 7 p.m. sharp.
He's the love of my life, Auntie. You have to marry a man for other things besides love, child.
Get your tickets at Mitchell's Pharmacy in Grand Anse, Gittins Health and Wellness Wall Street, Gabriel's Pharmacy Pedmata, St. David Pharmacy, St. Andrew Pharmacy, Art and Soul Boutique at Spiceland Mall, 3B's Shoe Store, and GoToFed.com. Breaking Out. Come out and enjoy Grenadian theater at its best.
This ad complements Grenada Cooperative Bank Limited.
Meet Mom. She's not just the wake up at the crack of dawn, make breakfast, and pack bags kind of mom. She also gets her fitness game on. Yeah, she's the don't let anyone forget anything kind of mom. At the same time, she's the runs her own business, closing deals kind of mom, who finds time to get down and boogie with the kids after school, remodel the house, bake cake, host dinner, and even play her favorite game at the end of the day kind of mom. So let's celebrate Mom, because to us, she's so much more.
Attention all divers, snorkelers, and underwater enthusiasts. Effective May 15th, 2025, all visitors to the renowned Mullinair Underwater Sculpture Park will be required to pay a small fee of US $3.50 or EC $10 per person. These fees are essential to support the ongoing maintenance and repairs of the sculptures, as well as the development of new features to ensure the park remains a world-class attraction. Payment can be made through the Grenada Tourism Authority's online payment portal, available on the Pure Grenada website, www.puregrenada.com. We thank you for your support in enhancing this extraordinary underwater product. This announcement is brought to you by the Grenada Tourism Authority and the Ministry of Tourism, dedicated to protecting and conserving Grenada's resources for the enjoyment of all.
Start, manage, expand. Don't come small. For success, call us at 444-4919 or visit us at acbonline.com to learn more. Start, manage, expand your business today.
Whether you're refreshing a bedroom or giving your home a bold new look, the Color Shop has the perfect paint and tools to make it happen, inside and out. With quality finishes for every surface and accessories to match, we make painting easy from start to finish. Whether it's a DIY weekend or a contractor starting a brand new project, the Color Shop is the trusted choice.
$10 on Playway, $20 backup on Pick 3, and cash for each, please. Okay, are you adding Multi-X to your bet? Yes, Multi-X, all of them. Smart. Best value bet. Backup and Multi-X, you cannot go wrong. Don't matter the bet, Multi-X all of the daily games.
With Multi-X added, your winnings can be multiplied 3 times, 5 times, even 7 times. So make it a rule. Add Multi-X to all your Playway, daily Pick 3, and daily cash for bets every day and for every drop, and watch your money grow. Available at stores and online.
You heard it here. Multiply your winnings daily. Must be 18 or older to play. NLA, making your dreams come true.
Served Grenada for decades, we are the #1 and largest electrical supplier.
Hi, welcome to Sunny Electrical. How may I help?
We offer electrical wire accessories, tools, and appliances for all residential, commercial, and industrial applications, which is what we are known for. And we expanded our products with new innovative ways to modernize your home. New homeowners will be captivated in our lighting showrooms.
Some more pendant lights here. These are very multifunctional because they can work for kitchens, living rooms, bedrooms.
We have a wide selection of lighting, ranging from indoor to outdoor and solar. We are also available for site visit services to assist you with selecting the perfect light for your forever home. We are located at Dusty Highway in Grand Anse, St. George. Sudden Electrical. Best value, expert advice, quality products. We hope to see you soon.
This is GBN. We've got the means, the power, and the medium. This segment is brought to you by Flow.
Paying is faster and easier with Flow FastPay. Use your MasterCard or Visa and pay from anywhere. Log on to discoverflow.co/fastpay and press consumer. Select your country and enter your account number. Enter the amount to be paid and an email address. Enter your credit card information. You'll receive a payment confirmation with the transaction details, along with a receipt to your email address. It's fast, safe, and easy. Flow, keeping you connected.
5 minutes and one mission to shop smart, stay healthy, and sweep the aisles like a pro. As 3 mothers participated in this year's GFNC's Supermarket Sweep. Rena Thomas tells us more.
With Mother's Day just around the corner, the Grenada Food and Nutrition Council hosted the first of 2 supermarket sweep competitions on Wednesday at Calico Supermarket in Grenville, St. Andrew. The educational event saw 3 mothers racing against the clock in a fun, high-energy challenge that tested their knowledge of nutrition and label reading. The participants were selected during a recent GFNC-led supermarket tour. Each mother had just 5 minutes to shop 4 grocery items based on randomly selected nutrition scenarios and had a budget of $150. Rosalind Douglas, communications specialist at GFNC, explained the objective of the competition.
The mission of the Grenada Food and Nutrition Council is to promote the health and well-being of the Grenadian population, encouraging them to make informed food choices and healthy lifestyles. The Grenada Food and Nutrition Council has a number of activities coming up throughout the year, and that would include our 45th anniversary. In addition to, we have Nutrition Week.
At the end of the sweep, first place went to Karuna Mitchell, who won a $400 gift voucher and a gift bag. Second place was awarded to Rosalind Thomas, who received a $200 gift voucher and a gift bag. And third place went to Roxanne Thomas, who also received a $200 gift voucher. Akim Williams, nutritionist at GFNC, provided helpful tips on what to look for on nutrition labels. He emphasized the importance of understanding serving sizes, added sugars, and the sodium content.
So overall, we see that for persons with high blood pressure, sodium is another area we want to pay attention to. So if you look at this particular item here, we see that the sodium is 850 milligrams. Now, to make this make sense to us, we have what is called Guadalquivir percentage. Now, it's a simple rule that is easy for any person, no matter where your educational level is, to understand. It simply means that if an item is less than 5%, it is considered low. If it is 20% or more, it is considered high. So if you look to our sodium in particular, that says 850 milligrams, you'll realize that this says 37%. Now, by the premise of our daily value percentage rule, this would be significantly high.
As part of its ongoing mission, the Grenada Food and Nutrition Council remains committed to promoting the health and well-being of the Grenadian population through informed food choices and healthier lifestyles. Rena P. Thomas, GBN News.
Sports news after the break.
When you need your prescription filled or you require non-prescribed medication, supplements, or all your personal needs, visit Gittins Healthcare at locations on Wall Street, Grandans, Victoria Street, Grenville, and Central Deputy Street, Wall. Gittins Healthcare aims to provide an exceptional personalized pharmacy experience. Additionally, children under 5 and adults 55 years and over will enjoy 10% discount on purchases of $20 and over on prescription medication. Stop settling for less. Visit Gittins Healthcare, where your health is our priority.
Level of convenience and comfort awaits you when you shop at Rise and Shine Supermarket and Hardware Supplies, Griffin Lane, Grenville. Convenient, because we are open Sunday to Sunday. We're even at your service on public holidays. Comfort, because we are easily accessible to the physically challenged. Free Wi-Fi is available while you shop, and bags come at no charge. Everyday low prices and excellent customer care. Adequate parking available. We supply everything you can possibly think of. Family and home supplies, fresh meat, vegetables, and personal care products. All brands of cooking gas at affordable prices. You can send in your order, have it pulled, or pick up express.
How do you choose your toilet paper? Just because it's soft and nice. That's how I choose my toilet paper. Made right here in the Isle of Spice. Cherish Springs off Harbor Bay. Super value every day. The price is right and locally they're made. Support local when you purchase Cherish and other quality brands from Grenada Paper Products.
What if you had a choice? A choice of joining a line or a choice of making your purchases online? What would you choose? While you ponder on that, the National Lotteries Authority has provided another purchasing option. All their games are now available online. Yes, Grenadians, from wherever you are, purchase your favorite daily and jackpot type games using any electronic device. Register on the NLA's website at www.nla.gov.gr Top up your account and enjoy online lottery gaming at your convenience. We're taking shopping comfort up several notches. But the choice is yours. Join a line or buy online. NLA, make your dreams come true.
Yeah, fully 1 week. Nah, telling you. Yeah, them massive dragon. You see that? About 10 that them make hard of them. Me a 38 man. But you man 92. Yeah. You need the number 1 run, man. That is it. No what? Nice. Yeah. You number 1. Yeah, me too, man.
Whether sipped neat, mixed into a classic cocktail, or savored on the rocks, our rum delivers a taste that captivates and satisfies. Choose greatness. Choose Classcoat, the number 1 rum. Produced by the Grenada Distillers Limited.
Good evening, sporting fans. Jamaica's Scorpions captain John Campbell is reportedly among 6 players shortlisted and interviewed for the prestigious post of West Indies Test captain in what appears to be a significant shake-up in the regional team's leadership. Barbadian cricket commentator Andrew Mason broke the news in a voice note on WhatsApp. According to Mason, the candidates, who have all gone through a round of interviews and psychometric testing, include Campbell, Roston Chase, Joshua De Silva, Tevin Imlach, Jamel Warrican and Justin Graves. Campbell's inclusion might come as a surprise to many, not only because of his experience at the international level, but also due to the challenges he has faced off the field in recent years. The 31-year-old left-handed opener, who made his Test debut in 2019, has long been seen as a player with leadership qualities, often praised for his tactical acumen and calm demeanor at the domestic level. In 20 Test matches, Campbell has tallied 888 runs, including 3 half-centuries at an average of 26.11. His highest score in the format is 68. At the helm of the Scorpions, Campbell has led with grit and determination, even amid a rebuilding phase for Jamaican cricket. His possible ascension to the Test captaincy would mark a remarkable chapter in his career, one that has seen flashes of brilliance, setbacks and redemption. Also in contention is Guyana Harpy Eagles skipper Imlach, a younger candidate with growing stature in the regional game, while seasoned campaigners like Chase and Da Silva will bring a mix of Test experience and leadership potential. Warrican and Graves round out a pool that reflects the selectors' willingness to explore a broad range of leadership profiles. The move comes as West Indies cricket looks toward a new chapter following Craig Brathwaite's tenure. With the Test team in transition and in search of consistency, especially with assignments against Australia and India to come, the leadership choice will be pivotal not only for team performance but also for restoring faith among fans. Cricket West Indies has not confirmed a timeline for the announcement, but the decision is expected soon after the final round of interviews. If Campbell is given the nod, he would become the first Jamaican to lead the West Indies Test side since Chris Gayle last captained the team in 2010. Well, the Windward Islands Infernos will carry a wave of momentum into the playoffs of the West Indies T20 Breakout League after they wrapped up the preliminary stage with a 37-run victory over the Leeward Islands Thunder at the Brian Lara Cricket Academy on Wednesday night. Coming off a stunning 109-run demolition of the Jamaica Titans the previous evening, the Infernos again turned up the heat to close the preliminary phase with 3 wins and 2 losses. They in the process racked up 28 points, good enough for second place behind table toppers Trinidad and Tobago Legions, 31 points, who advanced directly to Saturday's final. Despite the defeat, the Thunder managed to cling to third place with 20 points as they edged Barbados Pelicans on net run rate. That sets up a rematch with the Infernos in Friday's playoff to determine who will challenge the Legions for the title. Scores in the match: Windward Islands Infernos 158 for 8, 20 overs. Leeward Islands Thunder 121 for 7, 20 overs. All right, this story to report in the sports news. Carrickou's Jaden Bristol and Kenroy Joseph were in devastating form, grabbing 7 wickets between them as they beat GBSS in the Ministry of Sports LQ Junior Cricket Tournament. Batting first, GBSS, led by Junior Macmillan and Uma Patel, 16 and 11 respectively, racked in 80 all out. Bristol with 4 for 5 to follow his 4 for 8 yesterday against PBC. Joseph chipped in with figures of 3 for 19. In reply, Carricou would reach their target of 81 with 5 wickets to spare. SAS also in peak form, beating MacDonald College by 9 wickets. Scores in the game: MacDonald College 25 all out, SAS 28 for 1. Meanwhile, head of the Grenada Football Association, Marlon Glean, has given his commitment to improving the quality of the country's football. Speaking during the recent press briefing, the FA boss says while much has been achieved, more can be realized. Only recently, the local FA rolled out its TDS program. This initiative is set to transform the landscape of football in Grenada by offering structured training and opportunities to young emerging players.
If we have these kids are training with the talent development scheme, from there we're going to pick out our national teams at under 14, under 15, under 17, and from there that under 15 team that'll be training year round going to go and participate in the African School Championship, and they're going to go play in the CONCACAF under 15 qualifiers. So if we have these groups playing and performing day after day, every day, we're definitely going to have success.
All this, according to him, is aimed at building a more lucrative brand.
That's the work we need to start putting in now. That's the investment we need to make now. We need to make sure that brand GFA is so attractive that everybody wants to be part of it, whether you're sponsored, whether it's your government, whether it's the fans, and donors like the British High Commission and other organizations around the world looking at GFA thinking that it's a good investment because they know once they put in something, there'll be something coming out, whether it's the development of a country, whether it's the development of our communities, whether it's the alleviation of crime and drugs, etc. They know if they put more and more effort and support, they know that there'll be results.
That's the sports news for now. Antigua's Prime Minister Gaston Brown says the People's Republic of China is a key development partner of Antigua and Barbuda and insists the United States has nothing to fear from these ties.
The United States and China are the world's two largest economies, accounting for over 45% of global economic output. However, they have been at loggerheads, especially over trade. Washington has imposed tariffs of 145% on most Chinese imports, while Beijing has reacted with tariffs of 125% on most U.S. goods. Sir Ronald Sanders summarized Prime Minister Brown's comments on the issue of U.S.-China relations during the meeting with U.S. Secretary of State Marco Rubio on Tuesday.
In the ideal world, we would like to see the United States and China begin to talk with one another in a way that would resolve their own differences. And to the extent that Antigua and Barbuda, small though we are, might be able to contribute to brokering that arrangement, we would be happy to.
It has emerged over the past 24 hours that U.S. and Chinese officials are set to start talks this week to try to de-escalate their trade war. Chinese Vice Premier Haley Feng will attend the talks in Switzerland from May 9 to 12, while U.S. Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent and U.S. Trade Representative Jameson Greer will represent Washington at that meeting. And in relation to the U.S.'s 10% baseline tariffs charged on goods from Antigua, Barbuda, and most of the Caribbean countries?
The question was raised not by Antigua, because as you know, we export very little. So our exports are, tariffs on them are de minimis. It really makes no difference to our income. It makes no difference to jobs in our country. Very little difference. Other countries that export more to the United States raise that question, but they raise it in the context of what is happening with the Caribbean Basin Initiative and the Caribbean Basin Economic Recovery Act. They express their concerns about whether that tariff differential would continue. Rubio pointed out that all of these tariffs are under review.
All right, further afield, a new Pope elected. Robert Prevost has been announced as the new Pope and will be known as Pope Leo XIV. The 69-year-old is the first American pontiff to be elected leader of the Catholic Church.
Well, the choice of name, Pope Leo XIV, has been hailed by many as a significant one because his predecessor, Pope Leo XIII, well, his pontificate focused on social justice, on labour rights. He was known as the social pope, the reformer. And we all know that the choice of name is important. It sets out the new Pope's vision for where he wants to take the church. Remember, Pope Francis chose the name Francis because of St. Francis of Assisi and what he meant to the poor and the marginalised. While addressing the faithful from the balcony overseeing St. Peter's Square, the new Pope said he wanted to build bridges and spoke of peace.
La pace sia con tutti voi.
May the peace be with all of you.
Fratelli, sorelle carissimi.
Brothers, sisters, dear friends, this is the first greeting of Christ resurrected, the Good Shepherd who has given life for the flock of God. I would also like this greeting of peace to enter into our house in order to reach all our families, your families, to all people, wherever you are, to all people, to all of our earth. May peace be with you.
Pope Leo XIV. We'll be right back. A reminder of the headlines before we leave you. Forecaster Jared Tamer says no need to panic despite job cuts in the U.S. National Weather Service ahead of the 2025 Atlantic hurricane season. Prime Minister Deacon Mitchell welcomes Trinidad and Tobago's interest in hydrocarbon cooperation with Grenada. The Fiscal Resilience Oversight Committee, FROC, recommends the imposition of penalties on statutory bodies that fail to submit audited accounts. Also in the news regionally, Antigua and Barbuda, China relations no threat to the U.S. Internationally, new Pope Robert Prevost to be known as Pope Leo XIV. Plus in the sports news, Carriacou and SAS come away victorious in schools cricket, while Windward Islands Infernos wrap up preliminary stage of Breakout League with 37-run victory over Leeward Islands Thunder. I'm Kenroy, Baptiste. That's all from us in the GBN newsroom. Up next on the network, Rock the Box. Good night.